Okay, it's not actually morning. My plan today was to wake up at 9. It is now 11. Oops. Okay, time to get ready. I just put on my sunblock. Oh, this is turning into an unintentional get ready with me, but why not? So I've been using this. Oh, I'm doing the thingy. It's the Atomi sunblock. It's tinted, and I don't really use that much makeup when I go to school. It's usually just this. It's the Siam's color correcting thingy because I have the worst under eye bags ever. They just don't go away. Almost done. I just concealed like a spot on my forehead with the green part. Bloop, bloop. Face is ready. And now, time to pick out our outfit. I said realistic, and I mean realistic. I have not enough space in my room for all my freaking bags because I overpacked, of course. So I gotta like scatter them all over, hang things where they shouldn't be. I present to thee the finished look. This is today's outfit. Vest, belt, top, pants with pockets. There are like 4 pockets on these pants, which I love. I'm going for like a low-key summer spring archaeology vibe, even though it's autumn and almost winter, because it's 20 degrees out, guys. It's 20 degrees. That's crazy. For October in London, crazy. Gotta make use of the sun while it's here. Okay, now it is lunchtime. Let's go see what we've got for lunch. Usually in my accommodation, there's a communal fridge in the kitchen, but this year everybody has a little mini fridge, which is pretty cool. Inside slippers, outside slippers. I share my kitchen with around 4 other people, but since everybody is from a different school, we all have different schedules. Some are master's students. Usually I have the kitchen to myself, which I don't mind because it's quite peaceful. And that is lunch. Bloop. Okay, but first things first, this is the inside cover for like pajamas, and this is the outside cover for outside clothes because Asian. Today's lunch, we are having something that I meal prepped yesterday. I had this exact same thing for dinner, and I usually like to meal prep like 2 meals at a time. So this is just stir-fried beef with sesame oil and soy sauce. And then I added like a Japanese topping onto it, a bit of seaweed, and just rice. Now it's time to scroll through YouTube and find something to watch while I eat, which probably will make lunch twice as long as it needs to be. Usually when I study, I listen to ambient soundscapes, which are just videos playing soundtracks and imagery from the movies that I love. Lately, it's been Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, it's about 2:50, which means that it is time to go to school because I've got a class at 4 p.m. and I've been trying to tick off the things on my to-do list, and I've sort of done stuff, but not as productive as I would have liked. It's just not working out at the moment. I can't think of a topic, and there's another assignment I'm working on that I can't cut down the word count for, so it's a whole thing. But we're gonna stop that for now, and we're going to go to class. My backpack has been called like a bottomless void by a lot of my family and friends just because I have a tendency to overpack. This is pretty tame for my school backpack. Because it was only 20 degrees, I only put on a raincoat. Usually I put on a coat this time of year. I don't dress up every day for class, but I find that it helps my mental state so much more when I know I'm dressed well, or at least presentably. I just feel so much more put together. You know? It takes like maybe half an hour to 40 minutes to get there by 2. I hate taking the tube, but my place is a bit far from school. So we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, I'm either gonna arrive really exactly on time or I'm gonna be 5 minutes late. As per usual, like I said, realistic. This is the first year where I really have to commute to class. So I've been trying to pass the time by drawing commuters on the tube. I try not to stare for too long in a not creepy way. Every time I walk to class, I still find it so surreal that I'm actually living and walking in a place that I used to dream about just visiting. I had an archaeology in the world lecture, which is like a really big common lecture with everybody in my cohort. My professor who was supposed to lead the lecture came in a little late, and he came in his neon yellow biking outfit. He looked like a walking highlighter. It was so cute. I love taking the bus so much more than taking the tube just because it's so relaxing to watch the city go by, and one of my favorite hobbies is actually listening to people on the bus, because before I came here I had no idea how diverse London actually was. Like, I knew about it in concept, but to hear so many different languages being spoken around you is pretty amazing. And then of course we had to make a little grocery run. This is the problem with living in Europe. There's too much cheese to choose from. It's actually so hard to control myself in the supermarkets because they always have a really good bread section. I promise you, it tastes so much better than it looks. I know it kind of looks like vomit, and it sounds a bit like vomit, but it's not, okay? It's dinner time! So for dinner... So I was feeling a little lazy today, and I know it's not great to eat out of cans all the time, and I don't do it often. This was my last canned food. Okay, no more cans for like a month or two, probably 2. But I really wanted to try this soup. It's hot salmon chowder soup. I've never had salmon chowder before, and it looked really good. I just toasted a piece of bread and spread some brie on it. And that will be my dinner. Okay, finding a YouTube video to watch is actually taking longer than actually eating my food, because I need entertainment, guys. Recently, I've been obsessed with Superman, like all forms of Superman. I'm telling you, I'm actually like running out of Superman media to consume because I'm just so obsessed. I watched the 2025 movie. I finished the My Adventures with Superman series. I've been watching... Oh, lately I've been watching Peacemaker. Is anybody watching Peacemaker? I feel like everybody online is like talking about it, but I've never met somebody in real life who's actually watching Peacemaker. And I really need to like yap about it with somebody because guys, it's so good. Okay, I had faith in James Gunn because Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite Marvel trilogy. My favorite Marvel movie, period. My favorite characters, actually. But I, like, the DC's track record wasn't great, okay? But after Superman, I was like, you know what? I'll watch anything this man makes. So I gave Peacemaker a shot, and I loved it. It was surprisingly hilarious. I didn't expect it to be so funny. Okay, let's find a YouTube video and eat my soup. And here we see the doom scroller in her natural habitat post-shower. But it's really bad, guys. I need to snap out of it. After that, I try to get more work done. This was a particularly good day. I got a bit more work done on my essay. I decided to finish my sketches from the bus after that. I saw this gorgeous woman on the bus ride back home. She had such a regal nose. That might sound strange to say, but it's true. She had such a statuesque nose. I was so mesmerized by her bone structure. So I decided to do a little bit of French. And I have a really unfortunate habit of starting a new language, getting really invested into it, but then finding a new language to get interested in and dropping the first one. So I'm trying to keep up French a bit more regularly. It's a little hard since I'm learning it on my own, but we'll get there. I decided to do some exercise, a bit of stretching. Well, every time I do this, I feel like I should be dressed in a leotard with 80s music playing in the background. I don't have a gym subscription here. So I've been trying to do a little bit of weightlifting at home, but we do what we have to do, folks. This whole day may look super productive, but I promise you, usually even when I sit there, I look like I'm doing work, but sometimes I get nothing done. That's just how it goes. Just as long as you're doing your best, that's more than enough. It's time to sleep. I love the lighting in my room with all my little mood lamps. I refuse to use the overhead lamp, especially at nighttime. It's fine in the day, but not during the night. Because I feel it's really cold and impersonal. And this is just so intimate and fuzzy and warm. I love my room this year, guys. Comment down below if you want me to do a room tour. I might actually just do a room tour in another video anyway, regardless. But yeah, that has been a day in the life, a realistic, typical day in the life of a London uni student. Not a lot of glitz and glam, but it's good work. I really spend most of my time just in my room. That's about it for this video. I hope wherever you are, you're having a good day, or you had a good day. And if you didn't, then maybe tomorrow will be better. I'll see you all next time. Bye!